Hey, what's going on, guys? To Intuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. We're going to dive into the Divine Masculine Collective and we're going to see whose message this is. Before I dig into the cards, I am picking up a lot of energy here. It's like someone's Divine Masculine wants to communicate a message to them. They want you to know like what it is you're doing to them. And before I get there, they want to clear something up with you, or they want to take you back in time. Like they want you to see who they were before this obsession took over. Okay. Like I'm seeing someone who, like, this is a very good looking man. Okay. He could be a fire sign, but there's something extremely charming and dark about his energy. Like it's charming, but it's like dark in a way, where it's very irresistible. Very hypnotizing, okay? With his charm and with his smile, he can make you do anything, okay? It's that type of energy that I'm picking up on. And I feel like when he laid eyes upon you, I'm seeing the words conquest very clearly. So I'm just gonna be honest, guys, like someone saw you as a conquest, like someone saw you as like, oh yeah, like no problem, that's a gorgeous woman right there, gotta have it. Like the gotta have it is, like I'm picking up on that really strongly. And they did not know what they were getting into when they met you, Divine Feminine. And it wasn't until like they either made eye contact or got closer to you in some way that like you took their breath away, or you somehow like got past a lot of, like I'm seeing tight spaces, okay? Somebody has their heart wrapped up very, very tight. They don't believe in love. Their mind is in a place of like themselves, right? Like this is like a man who is very focused on his career, being the best, having a lot of money, and most importantly, like his freedom is very important to him. So when he came across you, I don't know how it is you guys met. I am seeing like dress shoes. So I don't know if it's like an office environment, or I don't know if you guys were in a formal setting. But you were dressed beautifully, Divine Feminine. Okay, this might have been some kind of work event. Some of you could have been networking. I want to say like maybe like a wedding. I don't know what it is, but I do see people wearing dress shoes. It seems as though you guys are dining, you know, when you have to dine at like round tables. So somebody kept making eye contact at you, but I do see that you were just dressed, you know, beautifully, definitely catching the eyes in the room, Divine Feminine. And this is no surprise to you because this is one of your gifts, okay? You have the ability to walk into a room and just absolutely take everybody's breath away, okay? Now, I feel like this masculine kept making eye contact at you, and you'll know this is your counterpart because you can feel him. You could feel his eyes on you the entire night. And I'm seeing someone who, he's already scanned the room and he knows that all of the men in the room have their eyes on you, and that's why I think I'm getting the words conquest, because that's what made him feel like, whoa, I've never experienced this kind of wild energy before in one space. Okay, so that's going to stand out, guys. Like, and that's why I feel like you guys were networking, or it was busy, because I keep seeing dress shoes, but everybody's dressed nicely. But you really stand out. It's like even though everyone's dressed exquisitely, you stand out, but that's because of your energy. So I feel like your masculines, like when you stepped into the room or when they saw you, they felt something that they've never felt before, which was they're used to commanding the room, but now all of a sudden somebody else was commanding the room, and it was you. Okay, so that's what it is. That is the sweet energy that I'm picking up on. It is this, you know, it's this fine, distinguished gentleman, okay, really used to charming the room, charming both the men and the women in the room. But now you're charming the men and the women in the room. The women want to know where you got your dress, you know, like what style You did your hair looks beautiful. You know, the men can't take their eyes off of you. Even if the men are married, all of a sudden they're just stupid. They're wanting to come and meet you, and you know, their wives are looking at them like, excuse me, hello, like, are you forgetting you're married? This is the energy I'm seeing, and this masculine's looking at you like he kind of has to sit back in his chair a little bit because he feels like the energy has been taken. So that's why I'm getting the words conquest, guys. So I'm going to get to the bottom of this because the song Synchronicity as well that I'm hearing is Suffocate by Jay Holiday. So check out the lyrics. But you've got someone going from used to being the center of attention to all of a sudden, like, they're mesmerized by you. Okay, you've left some kind of mark on them as well. Some kind of impression on them. I don't know if you two have been, like, maybe you guys met. Like, maybe I'm having a flashback of how you guys met. But I just feel like over time, this masculine's like, what did I get myself into? You know, like in that same song, Suffocate, he says, her love turns men into fools. Tell me what a man is to do. So I feel like whoever this masculine is, like, they really weren't expecting to feel this way. They saw you, and at first glance, they were like, I'm going to conquer that. And then the more time they've either spent with you, I'm hearing over the years, so you guys could have known each other, like this whole back and forth, even like competitive energy bumping heads between you two over the years. Like, he's surrendered. I'm going to get cards on this. Someone has absolutely surrendered. Like, what am I going to do? Like, now you've got me left in a position where it's like I'm waiting to hear from you. Like, every time my phone rings, I'm looking at it, hoping that it's you. So you've had this man go from thinking he was going to conquer you to all of a sudden waiting to hear when it is you're going to reach out or touch down again. Okay, so touch down. Some of you might be in a different country than your masculines, or you might be thinking about traveling towards them. Okay, so I'm going to get a card on how it is they are feeling right now for you. This big switch of this energy, okay? I feel like someone's trying to let you know, like, you've got me on my knees. Okay, like, okay, there you go. You've got me on my knees. You have me where you want me. Okay, there it is. Trials. You guys have definitely been through it. Okay, and he is surely surrendering, and I feel like it's a very playful energy here where, like, her hand placement is, like, good job, though. Like, you put up a good effort, you know? Good effort. You've got him wrapped around your finger, in a sense, and this is someone who is surrendering and letting you know, like, they don't want to go through the back and forth anymore. You have their full attention, and I feel like you have their full respect as well. Because this card is saying to me, like, over the years, someone knows that they can't conquer you. Like, if you can't beat me, join me, baby. You know, that's what I'm getting here. That's what her body language is telling me. You can't beat me, so join me. Why do you even bother playing games with me? You know, you're playing games, you're going to lose. We should play games, we could both win, right? That's the kind of energy here I'm getting from this Divine Feminine, is that the trials is like, you know, all of these things that you two are up against. And look at the way he's dressed as well. So I definitely feel like you two might have met at some kind of corporate event. Maybe not for everybody, but the way he's dressed tells me that you two have some kind of connection at work, or, you know, this is someone who encountered you maybe at a time where, like, they should be professional and they have to be professional, but they could not help themselves but to cross the line. Okay, but, you know, this is a mature man who's saying, okay, like, you've taken away all of those ways, like, you've got me, I'm committed to you. I think she might even be pulling or tugging on a necklace around his neck. So this is someone that's letting you know, like, you have my heart, like, you have me forever. Are you going to make up your mind? This was like once upon a time, I feel like this masculine could have been the wild one, and now all of a sudden things have changed to their energy calming down completely, and now all of a sudden you might be the wild one here. I feel like Divine Feminine, you're communicating to them that, you know, it's like you wasted all of these time. You wasted all of this time trying to play games when we could have been building together. But I'm hearing it's never too late, okay? Ace energy confirms that with maybe some new beginnings here. Someone could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This could be you, Divine Feminine. This could be this Divine Masculine here. But they're wanting you to know that they're going to be patient now. Okay, what lessons are you guys up against? Speaking of trials. Okay, so I feel like unity, and we have transcendence as well. So I do feel like you both are on the same page now, and that's why I feel like she has this cheeky energy of, you know, now you're ready to join me. Now you two are ready to be on the same page. And this is someone, again, Divine Feminine, I feel like they're not going to be playing games anymore, and they want to communicate to you that, like, they're in the present, they're ready to be abundant, they're ready to give this their all. They're grateful for you. Many of you are going to get that gratitude energy, like, okay, I'm here, I'm present, what do you need, what do you want, how can I serve you, how can I please you, I tried to play games, you beat me at every single one, okay, you've got me. Okay, so that is what that's what I'm feeling like they're up against, is having to maybe admit defeat and realize that they got to join you. If they can't beat you, they've got to just be in unison with you. Okay, and we also have open to receive. So get ready, guys. Like, I feel like get ready to see a side of this, again, wild masculine once upon a time. You know, doing everything, doing the most sometimes to get your attention, make you jealous, you know, this hot and cold energy. You know, again, someone who was used to playing games, and I'm also hearing power dynamics as well. So he could definitely very well be like your boss, or he could have like this other lifestyle where it's very easy for him to maybe go off and travel and do whatever. But I feel like no matter where they have traveled to, no matter where it is they go, everything else just falls flat. They're not able to find anything else that matches your energy, your sensuality, the way that you have complete control over them. And I'm also picking up on really sensual energy. Like, no one can do what it is you do, Divine Feminines. So you've got someone totally open now to wishing, hoping, and praying that they can tame you now. Okay, we have disharmony, triggers, and conflict. Maybe it'll be a problem for them to make their way back. Okay, and I also feel a bit of a side note here for some of you that, you know, if this is a mature man, I'm seeing that they have other, what's the word I'm looking for? They have other affairs to attend to. Okay, many of you will know exactly what I mean by this vibe. Okay, other contracts to attend to. That's about to experience some kind of tower moment here, because the way that she's pulling the necklace here at this point, and not all of you, most of you will catch my drift here. If this is an older man and they have other affairs to attend to, I do feel like this energy is very apparent right now. Okay, nothing else is on their mind except for what it is you two have been through together. I'm also sensing too, like, throughout the years, someone's realizing that they've had more of a passionate and closer bond to you than their other affairs, okay? And I'm also sensing that this is a businessman. This is someone who was very, very deep into these other affairs based off of contracts, organized assets that they have together. Some kind of image where they were afraid of messing up that image, but I'm seeing that somebody no longer cares to protect that image. Your masculine could be close to retirement as well, which is why they're starting to not care about protecting or upholding some kind of fake image when it comes to like a fake home life or something like that for some of you. They're realizing that the trials that you two have been through over the years, they're ready to bring this out in the open. Man, did this reading take a turn. Okay, we have thoughts in isolation. So some of you, you're already sensing this. You're sensing that just based off of their communication lately, many of you are seeing a softness to them. And that's why I'm saying to you guys, like, they've surrendered. They've surrendered to the trials and the tribulations that you two have been through. And it feels like, you know, the deeper you two get into this, the more they feel like more of their life has been spent with you in this romantic, beautiful, passionate way versus how they've spent their life in something else that's been a little bit more routine and contractual. Is contractual a word, guys? Because that is the word I'm getting here in their other affairs and their other endeavors. And they're really seriously thinking about this because, I don't know, you're in this place of needing to be tamed, whatever that means, Divine Feminine. right? You could have had enough of this shit, enough of the game playing, enough of him, you know, having this power play thing. Maybe many of you went through some kind of major transformation as well. We have rejection, loss, fragmented. A lot of you might have pulled out of this when you were in the worst of the worst energies of watching your divine masculine do the most. And many of you just left them to their trouble, is what I'm hearing, even if you had to take a hit while you were down. Oh, believe me, they did have to face a lot of this energy when you decided to leave or to go. Okay, and now someone's realizing like the peace, the harmony, the passion, the love, the real love that they had with you, because now that they're trying to rock the boat in this other situation, it's getting crazy, guys. They're realizing where their real wish fulfillment was this entire time. Someone's wishing that they would have acted sooner, because I'm seeing an hourglass. So it's like, based off of the trials here, they wish that they would have ended this situation and their other affairs earlier on and committed here, invested more time here, because I feel like that's the lesson that you could be mirroring to them heavily right now. Okay, you have someone really, really missing you and feeling a lot of deep regret for not making the right moves. It's like they chose their career, or they chose this image that really at the end of the day means jack shit now, because they're retiring from that place, because they're coming close to retirement. They might feel like work relationships are breaking down. They might feel like, okay, well, now that you're close to retiring, you're not a big deal anymore. Like, they might just feel like they worked so hard and rejected their divine feminine, all for what? To be a, I don't know why I felt like cussing just now, but to be a effing nobody. You know, it's like, I worked so hard, kept this connection here in the dark, invested all of my time into taking this karmic out in public spaces and showing off with them and doing all of these things, exhausting all of this money, going on vacations, doing this, all for what? They wish the entire time that it was you there with them, divine feminine, because now they can't replace the fact that they wasted so much money on empty feelings. Damn. Somebody's now about to watch you experience like true love with someone. Like, you might be like getting ready to go out and like travel, divine feminine, even experience wish fulfillment on your own, meeting a new lover. And this is when someone wants you to know, like, please don't go off and do that. Because you know why? The thing is like, when they were off doing it with their other affairs, there was no emotions there. They're about to watch you go off and do the exact same thing, except you're going to be really passionate with maybe like a new lover, or maybe even just off enjoying like yourself. Okay, we have worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. I feel like divine feminine, things are just unfolding the way that they are supposed to at this time. Get ready for two people to really put up a fight for you. Okay, things are about to get very, very interesting for whoever this reading is going to resonate for. I'm going to call it here on this one, guys. If you would like to chit chat more, reach me over at Hipsy. I would love to talk or text with you guys if you just need to divulge and let loose and just get it out of your system. I'm here to listen. I'm also walking the path, all right? So if you guys want to join the memberships as well, I do have videos on there where I talk a little bit about my own personal journey, all right? Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next reading, okay? Take care. Bye.